as a 6'4" black male walking down a city street does not mean he fit the profile for anything other than just walking down that street. That's all he was doing.
Parents of a young man shot to death by police continue to grieve as violence rocks a Missouri town for a second day. Police in Ferguson, Missouri have postponed releasing the name of the officer involved in the fatal shooting of an unarmed black teenager. That's because of threats made against the officer. Last night marked another night of unrest in the St. Louis suburb. Wendy Gillette reports from New York.
Protesters gathered outside the prosecutor's office in Clayton, Missouri Tuesday, demanding answers in the fatal police shooting of an unarmed black teenager. Police in riot gear fired tear gas and rubber bullets to break up the crowd in suburban St. Louis last night. The unrest came despite a plea to remain calm from the family of 18-year-old Michael Brown, whose death triggered the protests.
I don't want no violence. We don't want no violence.
Because Michael wouldn't want no violence.
Police say at least 5 people were arrested, but there were no reports of looting. Others demonstrated peacefully all night in front of the Ferguson Police Department. It was a far different scene from Sunday when crowds burned and looted and vandalized several stores after dark. Community leaders say they'll continue the protests until they get answers. The unarmed 18-year-old was shot Saturday during a scuffle with police. At least 2 witnesses said Brown had his arms raised when the officer fired multiple times.
I just wish I could have been there to help him.
Brown's family and police are asking anyone who saw what happened to come forward. Wendy Gillette for CBS News.
The FBI has opened a separate investigation into Brown's death, looking into possible civil rights violations.